Hi Vineet, how are you?
Yeah, sir. Hi, sir. I'm fine. What about you, sir?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking. So can you tell us
Yes, sir.
something about yourself?
Yes, sir. Sure. So myself, Dalwai Vinith. I am from Anantapur, which is in Andhra Pradesh state. So I completed my MBA graduation in 2021 from JNT Anantapur. So later, I joined as US IT recruiter in Hyderabad. So I worked for 3 months only. So later, I was thinking like I have to shift to IoT sector to growth for career growth. So after then, I joined one institute for learning manual testing and automation testing. So yeah, just now I completed my course. This is very hard. Apart from that, my hobbies are listening music and traveling. This is about music.
Okay, great. So you are
Thank
a
you.
fresher, right?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Exactly.
And what do you know about automation testing?
Uh, in automation, uh, in automation, we are using Selenium tool, sir.
Mhm.
Apart from that, frameworks test in the little bit basic level.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm showing you one Java program. You are comfortable with
Okay.
Java, right?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Or,
Little bit.
or you are comfortable with Python?
No, sir. I'm not comfortable with Python. I'm comfortable with Java.
Okay. Uh, so okay. So let me share my screen, and you have to tell the output of this particular program.
Okay, sir.
Hmm?
Okay, sir.
Is my screen visible?
Mm. Yes, sir. It is
Okay.
visible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell me the output of this program?
Uh, Give me a minute, sir. So, sir, basically the programmer execution starts from main method.
Mhm.
Public as public static
So
file
you
string.
have a base class, you have one more class, which is extending
Yeah.
the base class. Yeah.
So I can see there is an inheritance concept here.
Hmm.
Class payload extends base. So public static elements and derived method that. Mm, mm. I can understand at the method level, sir. Then I cannot understand it in sequential manner. I'm not able to understand it sequential
Okay,
manner.
okay, no
I can
worries.
understand it functional level.
Okay, okay. So
Yes.
I'll tell you the output of this program. See,
Okay, sir.
base class method called with integer a equal to 10. So this will be the output of called with integer a equal to 10. 10 is passing, right? Now explanation also is there. See, the method is overloaded in base class where it is derived in class derived with the double type as the parameter, right?
Acha.
And here we are passing the integer, right? That's why this has been the output of this program,
Mhm.
right? Is this clear?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what is the difference between encapsulation and polymorphism?
Um, polymorphism means it is like a method overloading and method overriding, right? Sir?
Right. So
Mm.
that is, yeah, that will come in polymorphism.
Poly,
Yeah.
yes.
But what is the difference between the two, encapsulation and polymorphism? What is the difference between two?
So encapsulation, I'm not sure about that, sir.
Okay, okay. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. Both are OOPS concepts. What is the difference
Yes, sir.
between polymorphism and abstraction? Right? Okay. So I'll answer first on your behalf. See, polymorphism is made of two words, that is poly and morph. Right? Poly
Yes.
means
Poly
many,
means
morph means
mm,
forms. It means many forms. Right?
yeah.
Let's say if we say fruits, so there are many types of fruits again in that, right? If we see from the concept of a bird, right, and pigeon, so pigeon is inherently from a bird, right? So birds are further categorized into multiple categories like flying birds, flightless birds, right? Then
Yeah.
similar to kind animals, right? Plant
Yeah.
eating animals, meat eating animals, right? So idea of polymorphism is the ability of the same object to take multiple forms, right? And then there
Okay.
are two types of polymorphism. One is compile time polymorphism, one is runtime polymorphism, right?
Yeah.
Which is again method overriding. So runtime polymorphism is method overriding, compile time polymorphism is method overloading. Right now, when it comes to encapsulation, so in encapsulation, we will take the same example. So we have defined the properties of the bird class and the attributes which the birds have, like color, wings, legs, that can be initialized by creating an object of the bird class, right? So when we say that we are able to change the property of the bird class just by the reference of the object, then the attributes lose the information by which it was initially initialized, right? So in encapsulation and in polymorphism. So basically, this is the idea. Hope
Okay.
you have got it,
Yes.
right? Okay. And the program which we were seeing, that was for inheritance. So basically, OOPS concepts we were discussing till now,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Now, what is anonymous object in Java?
Not sure, sir.
Okay, no worries. See, anonymous object is an object that is created without giving it a name, right? Anonymous objects are often used to create objects on the fly and pass them as
Okay.
arguments to the methods,
Okay.
right? So that is
So
anonymous.
without giving a name to the object, right, sir?
Yeah, without giving it's anonymous, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, what is the difference between software development lifecycle and software testing lifecycle? SDLC and STLC.
So both are different, sir. When
Hmm.
it comes to the software development life cycle, it has different phases like requirements gathering, planning, designing, then coding, testing, and the final phase is delivery and maintenance. It has go through these phases when it comes to the software development life cycle. Apart from that, when it comes to the software testing life cycle, we have to go through the different phases like test planning, test analysis, test designing, test execution, test closure, the last phase. These are the different phases in testing life cycle. Sir.
Right. Okay. So when you get this question in an interview, in a real-time interview, what is SDLC? What is SDLC? So SDLC is mainly related to the software development. STLC is mainly related to the software testing. SDLC
Yes.
involves total 6 phases or steps. STLC involves only 5 phases or steps, right? SDLC, the development team makes the plan and designs based on the requirements. STLC,
Yes. Sir.
the testing team makes the plans and designs, right? Right. So this is about SDLC, STLC. In SDLC, you will have post deployment support, enhancement, update would be there. In STLC, you will have testing, all types of testing, regression testing are being done by the QA team,
Yeah.
right? So those
Yes,
all
sir.
things will come in the STLC. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Now I'm sharing my screen. So this is an
Okay.
e-commerce website, amazon.com,
Okay, sir.
right? And you have to tell me high-level test scenarios for testing this particular website.
Okay.
Hmm.
So functional level, right, sir?
Functional level, non-functional level.
Okay. When it comes to the functional level, so we have to check whether the text box is working as not,
Hmm.
and we have to check all categories are available or not, and we have to check whether the user able to log in or not, and we have to check if we select a particular product and we whether we are adding to the cart, and whether we are to know whether the add to cart button is enabled as working as expected or not, and we have to check buy button whether it is working as expected or not. And when it comes to the non-functional, we have to check the appearance of the border alignments of the page, and we have to check the logo of the page. Yes, sir, this is the book.
Mhm. Right. So the search option is also there. Would you like to tell some test scenarios for search option?
Search options,
Hmm.
just scenarios.
Search. Yeah, search is there, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
just scenarios like check whether the search option is enabled or not. It is one of the test case. Another one is check whether the user able to type the input or not. Uh, Check whether input accepting numbers, some keywords or not. So this is basic level, sir.
Right. Then you can enter
And
a base
click
character. Right.
and and check whether the clickable button is working or not.
Which clickable?
This one. After entering some keyword, so we have to click this button, so search button.
Okay. Okay. That was good. Okay. Yeah, that thing you will test. Okay. Now
Yeah.
consider a scenario where you had tested search functionality. It was working on Friday. And then when you came on Monday, then that functionality is not working. So what do you think?
Mhm.
What could have happened?
Research. Don't know, sir. I don't have that much of experience.
Yes, Vineet?
Yes, sir. I'm audible to, sir.
Yeah, you are audible. So let's say if there is a search functionality, the search functionality that was working on Friday, but on Monday
Okay.
it's not working. So what do you think? What could have happened?
So maybe some new features added. So we are getting the new build version. So by adding those new features, the other functionalities, the other existing functionalities might be affected. So we have to retest. We have to go through retesting. I think so.
The build might be deployed or your
Yeah.
browser version would have got updated, which is why the same functionality is
Yeah.
not working. It
Yeah.
might not be compatible because of that some code might be breaking. It might
Yeah.
also happen on Friday, you are working on your local machine. On Monday, you are testing on some virtual machine, right?
Mhm.
Some VM. It might happen on Friday. After Friday, there has been some deployment that has been done,
Mhm.
right? So that also can be one of the reasons. Is
Okay.
it clear now?
Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So what is the difference between regression testing and retesting?
We are performing retesting on the modified build, sir. So whenever retesting, when it comes matter whenever we find the defect, so we report to the developer, sir, to fix the defect. So after fixing the developer release the modified build. So we have to retesting on the build, sir, to confirm the reported defects are fixed or not. This is called retesting.
Okay. What is Maven?
So Maven is a project management tool, sir. It is like So we can combine different libraries work work with to share among the team members. So basically, like example we take, for example, some 5 members in the team. So one of the person got installed Selenium, older version, and one of the person get installed a new version. So it comes like it is performance issues. We cannot expect the output. So exactly. So team lead or a higher authority will create a Maven project. So they will combine all the libraries, API libraries. So we will get deployed into our local missions to work.
Mhm. Okay. Now, what is the difference between where and having clauses in SQL?
Sorry, sir.
What is the difference between where and having clauses in SQL?
Uh, Not that much knowledge about it.
Okay, okay, no worries. See, where clause is implemented in row operations. Having clause
Okay.
is implemented in the column operations.
Okay.
Where,
Okay. I have to go through skills.
right, right, no worries. So you can go through SQL and definitely you will get questions because in your resume you have mentioned that you have
Yeah.
knowledge on
Yes.
SQL database, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that thing you will have to take care. Okay, no
Okay.
worries. Um, okay, how will you refresh a page in Selenium?
Uh, we have a method, sir. Refresh method. So by using refresh method, we can refresh the page.
Okay, so can you write one code in which you are launching netflix.com and you are refreshing that particular website? Can you write a
Yeah.
code? Yeah, you
Yeah.
are joined from
Yeah.
laptop, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah,
So sharing my screen, sir.
yeah, I have given you screen sharing rights.
Okay. Sir, hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes, it is visible. So what is the difference between public, package, private, and protected modifiers? Yours.
These are the access modifiers, sir,
Mm.
to control the visibility of the variables and methods in a class. Uh, just give me a minute, sir.
So later on, you can read about difference between the four types.
Oh,
Mhm.
uh, in Could you please tell me some how to refresh the page? Hello.
So yeah. So you want me to tell you refresh command about refresh?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just write driver.navigate.refresh. Navigate.
Navigate.
Yeah, navigate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Navigate.
Dot.
Refresh. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Also, you
Thank you.
can achieve this by send keys method and
Okay.
send F5, right? That will also
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Now run this
Let me.
program.
Again, it is refresh.
It is running.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So can you share your Chrome browser screen? Or at the time of sharing, can you select sharing all windows so I can see everything?
Let me stop sharing.
Hmm.
I will share.
Yeah.
Sir, hope my screen is visible to you.
Yeah, screen is visible. Can you run this script?
Yeah, sir. Okay.
Yeah, Chrome
Hope it
is
is
launched.
visible. Yes. It is refreshing.
Okay, it is refreshing.
Yes.
Great,
Yes.
great. Okay. Now, um, can you explain me what is the meaning of public static void main string arguments?
Yes, sir. It is a keyword, sir. Basically in Java, so it is used to control the visibility of the variables and methods. So if we define public, so we can access in the class. We can access in the class level. We can access in the packages level. We can access in the project level. We can access through inheritance also. We can access through in the entire project we can access, sir, by declaring by defining public as a keyword.
Hmm.
When it comes to the private, so we can access in the class level only, sir. We cannot access in other packages, and also so it is not possible inheritance also. When it comes to the default, by default there is a default keyword, so we can achieve only through class only, and we can access outside of the packages also, inside the package, inside the package. When it comes to the protected, we can access it public level, we can access in class level, we can access it packages level, we can access through inheritance also.
True, true. Okay.
Yeah, thank
Now,
you.
what is string arguments?
String arguments,
In
we
that
have it
public
is like,
static void main, you have string arguments, right? So what is
yes,
string
sir.
arguments?
So it is a input data, sir. It is a input data to perform the actions.
So why do we
Uh,
write string, not integer?
so in, not sure about that.
Okay, so let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. Why do we write string arguments only? What is the significance of writing string arguments and not integer arguments? Okay, okay, Um, let's say if I have to scroll through a web page via
Okay.
Selenium, so can you
Okay.
write a code for that?
Yeah, sir. Sure.
Hmm. So let's say now same script you can continue in Netflix only. After refreshing,
Okay.
I have to scroll.
Okay. Refreshing.
Hmm.
So mm, so Let's say 200. In the script and in the script.
Yeah, it's scrolled down.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, great, Vineet. So I'm done
Yeah.
with the interview. Do you have any
Yes, sir.
questions for me?
Uh, uh, so yes, sir. I would like to know, like, if I join a company as a fresher, like how the things will be, sir. Like whether they are allocated as a manual testing team or like automation. Like I would like to know one question, one query also. Like, uh, uh, is there any separate teams for manual testing and automation testing?
Yeah. There are in some companies, in most of the companies, they have a separate team for manual and automation. In
Okay.
most of the companies, they will have a dedicated members who will be doing automation testing, manual testing. In very less companies, they have people like who are doing both manual as well as automation. Right?
Okay.
And whenever you will join the company, you will be given knowledge transfer about the product, about the project in
Okay.
which you have to work. Then they
Okay.
might take a small examination of you, small test of to let them know how much you have understood the product, and then you will be given real time test cases, real time features to test and start testing. You will be given access to the defect management tool so that you can raise the defects, right? So that's how it happens.
Okay, okay. Yes, sir. So, so there is one question, sir. So, which I encounter a problem while practicing.
So
So,
you have encountered one problem while practicing.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
So,
let
regard